My name is Frank Peculik. I'll be joining you at the conference and doing some seminar training for you in Malaysia coming up sometime in the near future. It will be my privilege to join you. I'm going to present information on ancient metaphors that are valuable to the quality of life. What are those metaphors? What are those structures, metaphoric and historical structures, that helped civilizations, sometimes small civilizations, sometimes warrior civilizations, that helped them really be some of the healthiest, strongest cultures in history? What did they do? What did they think about? How did they develop human beings in those cultures to be honorable, to have integrity, to have pride, to not just be animals running around, but to be beautiful, powerful cultures? How did they do that? What did they think and what did they believe? We'll be talking about some of that, and I'll show you, or we'll talk about how they created what we might call citizenship. What does it mean to be a citizen in those ancient cultures, and how did that work? They have a lot of wisdom for us, and we'll be talking about how we can take that wisdom of the last 1,000 years or more of some of the strongest cultures in history and use that information and use that knowledge to increase the quality of our own cultures, countries, governments, races, and so forth. So that's very, very important. And I hope you'll very much enjoy that information. It's beautiful, beautiful, critical information to how we continue to survive as a human race. The second issue we're going to be talking about is PTSD. Oh, talk about an important issue in these days. What is it? What does it mean? What are some of the significant areas of expertise necessary for us to take people that we have asked in many cases to go to war? We've asked them to lose their humanity. We've asked them to become animals. We've asked them to learn to do something that most species can't do, and that's kill members of their own species and do it without hesitation, without thought almost. Well, what happens to a person when they live through those experiences? What happens to a person when they see their friend they had lunch with suddenly killed right in front of them? Well, what does that do to them? What does that do to their mentality? What does that do to their psyche? What does it do to their personality? Well, we haven't known much about what that really does for a long time. Well, I believe we know now. I've put together, in fact, knowledge and skill sets from 5 or 6 different areas, including cybernetics, including ancient cultures, including NLP, including psychoanalysis, not psychoanalysis, Freudian style, but analytical psychology systems that help you understand what's going on in a person's head. So if you put a lot of those systems together, you can come up with a structure for PTSD that actually creates not rehabilitation. See, I don't think there's such a thing as rehabilitation. I think the soldier becomes a new, better person than they ever were. The concept that I use is horror or traumatic events of that nature that are so strong. They either help you become better than you ever were, or they damage you for the rest of your life, completely depending on the processes of transformation. How does that happen? How does transformation happen? How do you take horror and turn it to wisdom? We'll talk about that in our program on PTSD. It'll be really interesting for me to see you guys there. Soon, with you, I'm looking forward to meeting you. It will be my first time in Malaysia. Wow, I've been in most countries in the world, but not with you yet. So I'm looking forward to it. See you soon.